A shocking incident in Telangana's Mancherial district, where a mob vandalized a local school following dispute over some students wearing Hanuman Diksha dress. Hello and welcome, this is Akanksha and you're watching HW News English. Allegedly, teachers at Mother Teresa School prevented students dressed in saffron attire from entering the classroom as a part of 21-day religious observance. Subsequently, parents filed complaint, resulting in a case registered against the school correspondent and principal under sections 153A and 295A of the Indian Penal Code, under which people who promote hostility between two different groups based on religion, race, place of birth, residence, language, caste or community. Section 153A also covers promoting or attempting to promote hatred or disharmony. Section 295A punishes people who maliciously insult or attempt to insult a religion or religious feeling of a group of people. The school management countered these claims, asserting that principal had only asked the students to bring their parents after noticing that they were not wearing their school uniform. However, tensions escalated as a group of villagers belonging to another community gathered outside the school, demanding action against the management, allegedly barring the students from attending their annual examinations due to their attire. The situation took a violent turn when the protesters reportedly entered the school premises and vandalized the property, leaving shattered windows and broken flower pots in their wake. Let's take a look at these footages. Let's understand how the whole incident took place. On April 16, a Hindutva group chanting Jai Shri Ram unleashed violence upon a Catholic school and assaulted a priest in Telangana's Mancherial district. The targeted institution was St. Mother Teresa's English Medium School, located in Kannapalli village. The aggression did not spare the father, Jerman Joseph, the school manager who fell victim to the physical assaults. Recalling the ordeal, Father Joseph, a member of Missionary Congregation of the Blessed Sacrament, disclosed how he was subjected to slaps, punches and attacks by the unruly mob. The primary grievance cited by the mob was alleged prohibition imposed by the school management on Hindu students wearing their religious attire. However, school authorities refute these claims, asserting that the accusations are misleading. Then, a student uploaded a video online accusing both the principal and the priest obstructing Hindu students from wearing religious attire. The video swiftly spread across the social media platforms. Despite the school management filing a complaint with the local police, no arrests have been made so far. Shockingly, the police, instead of apprehending the culprits behind the violence, have registered a case against the school management, alleging to hurt the religious sentiments. This is not the first time when religious practices have caused trouble in educational institutions. In 2022, the Karnataka High Court upheld restrictions on Muslim women wearing hijabs in educational institutions, stating that wearing headscarf is not considered as essential religious practice in Islam. This pivotal decision emerged from the court's response to a primary question posed, which subsequently formed the foundation of its judgment. The court dismissed petitions challenging an order issued by the government pre-university college for girls in Udupi, which prohibited wearing of hijabs. Additionally, the court supported the Karnataka government's order, dated on February 5th, which endorsed the restriction. Article 25 of the Constitution, which guarantees freedom of conscience and right to freely profess, practice and propagate religion. However, the court emphasized that this right is not absolute and is subject to considerations such as public order, morality, health, and other fundamental rights. The determination of what constitutes an essential religious practice is crucial as only such practices are protected under the Constitution. Over the years, the courts have employed various approaches and assessed to essentiality of the religious practices. Some have referenced religious texts, while others have relied on the behavior of followers or historical existence of the practice in question. The origins of this test can be traced back to the debates of Constituent Assembly, often attributed to the speech by Dr. Ambedkar. This ruling sets a precedent for the future cases involving intersection of religious practices and constitutional rights, shaping the discourse of religious freedoms in India's educational institutions. However, according to Article 28(1) of Constitution of India, schools that are funded by the state cannot provide religious instructions except the schools that are established under a trust or endowment that requires religious instruction. The Constitution's drafting committee said that imposing religion through educational system violates Article 19, which gives the citizen right to freedom, speech and expression. However, schools cannot endorse or advance a particular religion, and they cannot also inhibit expression of religious belief. Is it ethically acceptable or advisable for students to enter school premises dressed in religious attires instead of their prescribed school uniforms? If yes, then what is the purpose of uniforms? Do let us know what are your thoughts in the comments. That's all for this news report. Till then, keep watching HW News English and download our app HW News Shorts for the latest news and updates.
Stay ahead with our cutting-edge news app. Instantly access the latest shorts in just 1 minute and breaking news in just 50 words. Download now for a smarter, faster news experience.